When someone asks you what your salary expectations are, any suggestions for how to gracefully manage that conversation?
Is this the hiring manager asking or is the candidate asking?
So the hiring manager asking the applicant
Okay.
or the candidate, yeah.
Well, let me take this one, maybe since I get that one in interviews sometimes. Actually, surprisingly, I don't get it often. Siemens, I'm not sure if we do it now anymore. I know at one point we posted our salary ranges in the job app and in the job posting. So there's generally already some information about. So we still do that, correct? I heard someone.
Depends on.
Jess, you said.
Yes, for the U.S.
Okay, so in the U.S.
Depends
we post
on the
salary.
country.
Okay, so in the U.S. we already post some sort of salary information inside the posting. So I personally will not ask you that question. If you get asked that question, I would probably not answer it directly. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not looking to hire you at the cheapest dollar that I can hire you at. So if I am willing to pay you $100,000, I'm just going to say, and you say 90, I'm not going to say, yes, I can offer 90 and get away with it. That's not really my goal. We have a range that I'm looking to hire you in. I'm going to look at your skill set. I have an idea of what I want to and what I can't pay you based on everyone else that works in this business. The best thing you can honestly do is just not answer the question. Answer the question saying, I'm expected to be hired at a comparable salary to what the industry offers for this kind of role. Siemens is a big company. We don't just make up salaries. We have a whole team that works on this for us, and they tell us what a person with your experience level should be getting paid in this role. So don't hurt yourself by answering the question. And there is a time that maybe where answering the question does help, but that's maybe later in your career. If I'm hiring you for a job, and again, I'm looking to pay you about $100,000, and you come in and say you want $200,000 because you've worked 5 years, we can probably end the interview at that point, right? But especially early on in your career, I would try to find a way to not answer that directly and just kind of say that you're looking at standard pay that is in the industry for someone with your experience, and to be somewhere within, we call it salary bands, within a salary band that Siemens would pay someone with my experience for this position. That's probably somewhere I would answer without actually answering that question.
Excellent.
Yeah, just to build on that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, just to build on that really quickly, especially if that question does get asked early in the interview process, I do think it's perfectly appropriate to say, I'd love to learn more about the specific roles and requirements of this position before providing an answer. You can also ask the team directly if they're able to provide some type of a salary range for what they're looking to bring this person in at, and see if the company is willing to offer that information to make sure that you're aligned. But finally, I would say that as you get closer to the end of your interview process, if you have, progressed through a few steps, do make sure that you've done some research and that you kind of can see what our average is for not only your location, but also the industry and position that you're applying for. So I would, again, try to, as Julian mentioned, save that conversation for a little later down the road.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about this topic, check out the links in the description. And if you enjoyed what you saw, like the video and subscribe to the channel.